So, last month, you ready to start it? So last month, May 5th, I was actually here for an event. Suji was here, and after that event, I was on a trip. The trip was to Atlanta, Georgia, for a trade show. So that was the destination. But what happened from beginning to getting back is an amazing story. So how many people have seen the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Everybody heard of this movie? Seen it? So the late John Candy and Steve Martin did this movie, I don't know, it was in the 1980s. So I did that. I did Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and 2 hotels. So here's what happened. So the trade show was in Atlanta. So I had to take a flight out of Buffalo. Everybody been to Buffalo here? Visited Buffalo? So I had to drive from Toronto, from here, to Buffalo, to take a plane Wednesday morning out of Buffalo. So I don't like driving at night. Nobody else. I don't like driving at night. So I drove 9 o'clock to Buffalo. As I got near Buffalo, it just got really dark. And I don't know, they don't want to pay their electricity bills there in, in Buffalo, but it just got dark. I got to the border, and the guy carrying, the Mounties there, he's carrying a gun. He says, "What are you doing? Where are you going?" And I had all the necessary paperwork, everything in a folder. Everything was organized, but he got me nervous and sort of tripped me up. And he's like, "Where are you going for? Why are you going? Who's paying for it?" I'm like, and I'm trying for the paperwork, and at the end he says, "Okay, go ahead." I'm like, man, I'm on a hard time. So I go there, I drive, I had my GPS with me, thank goodness, and I started counting the pylons. 1, 2, 3. I got past 200, I gave up. There was a lot of pylons. They're doing a lot of construction on the I-90 there in Buffalo. So I get to the hotel, which is across the street from the airport. I get to the hotel, and what do I see? Tim Hortons next door. Thank you. I threw my bags in the room, I ran to that Tim Hortons. She goes, "Why are you so excited?" "Oh, I'm glad to see you." And I told them my story. She goes, "Well, I'll be here in the morning." I go, "Okay." Because she was working the night shift. So I went in, got checked in, relaxed a little bit, watched 5 minutes of Jimmy Fallon, hit the side. So I woke up at 5:30. I was excited. Well, you know that you're going to something the day before, but you can't get any sleep. How did I have this happen? Well, 5:30. My flight was at 7:30 a.m. It says to get to the airport 2 hours before your flight time. So I take a shuttle bus from the hotel to the airport. And I get in, I have my passport, I get through to the security. Anybody been to an airport lately? Anybody been through an airport lately? Well, nowadays, you take shoes off, electronic stuff off, and literally in Buffalo, there's a machine that you have to put your hands up, and it smells you. Okay, I get there, I get my stuff, and she goes, "Oh, we have to look at your bag." Okay, I go, rolling carry-on bag. She pulls out my shaving cream. She goes, "This shaving cream is not allowed. Either you have to throw it out or come see." I go, "Why?" "It's more than 3.2 ounces. I'm like, "Okay, you can chuck it." So remember that. So I have no shaving cream. And we need shaving cream, shave. So I get to the gate, and there's nobody at the gate. Why? It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and nobody showed up at the gate. So I sit down, literally another hour I sleep. I get up, there's people. There's people. So they check us in, and I take a connecting flight to Charlotte, North Carolina, to connect to Atlanta. Charlotte is an amazing airport. We've been to Charlotte, it's beautiful. There's 8 areas, A through E. So I landed at E, and I had time to walk all the way to A. Okay? Get there, take a connecting flight from there to Atlanta. Now, Atlanta is one of the busiest airports in North America. Anybody been to Atlanta? So Atlanta is huge. I was in Atlanta for a stopover in March, and there's a train. It's called the plane train, and it takes you from A to E. There's 8 terminals in Atlanta. How many do we have in Toronto? 3. Yeah, 8 in Atlanta. So the plane train is all on it. You get on there and it sings to you, "Let the plane train, let the plane train." Everybody gets on there. I give you in a crappy mood. Take the plane train, you're happy. So I take the plane train to my luggage. I get my luggage, and then a rep picks me up from the airport. We go to the second hotel in Atlanta. I check in, and then we go to the trade show. We get that ready. and then we go to Ruby Tuesdays. I'll show you the pictures at the end. So we go to Ruby Tuesdays, had a nice steak, exceptional customer service. I mean, I was impressed. They came, they asked you, would you like another Coca-Cola, would you like an appetizer? I mean, they're really, really good there. So then we call it a night, but I had a problem. Shaving cream. Remember? So I go to the front desk, and this young lad, I told my predicament, is there a CVS pharmacy? It's sort of the Shoppers Drug Mart in the States? He goes, no, there's one down yonder. How far down yonder? 3.6 miles. That's about 7 kilometers. Yes, when you're traveling, the whole lexicon changes, right? So then I go, do you have anything else? Well, we have shaving cream here. I said, can I have them? Sure, how many do you want? He gave us little packets. You know how you clean your, you know the ones you clean your hands at the restaurant? Well, those. How many do you want? Oh, I'll take like 9. So I took a whole bunch. Get back to my room, and I'm not going to give you too much information, but it was a challenge to take this material and apply it as something on my face. I put it on there, and then the next morning I go to print out my boarding pass for my trip back. Computer, not working. Make a mental note, always happens at hotels. So I go to the front desk, another young lad there, saying, listen, I need to print my boarding pass. He goes, how long is it going to take? I don't know, 2 minutes? Okay, here, use my computer. Thank you. So, use your computer, put the boarding pass up, because if you print your boarding pass too late, you can get actually knocked off your flight. Yes. So I go to the event, it was a big success. There was a big thing I'll show you called Jim and Nick. So Jim was in the first name, so I was going crazy, and I took a bunch of pictures there. And at 3 o'clock it was over. So we packed up, and then my representative drives you back to the airport at 3 o'clock. My flight was at 8 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. I had been at the airport for 5 hours. That's a movie by Tom Hanks where he got stranded in an airport, came out a few years ago. I'm like, what am I going to do? So I go to a seafood place there. It's called Phillips Seafood. I sit down. Went down, and I had a really nice seafood dinner. For like 2 hours it took me this time. I did it slowly. I talked to some people beside me. 7 o'clock, I go to the gate. My boarding pass. Well, in Atlanta, again, they overbook the flights in Atlanta. So you can actually get knocked off, and they offer you a voucher to take an alternate flight. You know, it starts at $600, $700, $800. And people go crazy. People may be nice people. When it comes to airports, they just go crazy. There was one guy there, he was like the size of a football player, he was angry. Like, he was upset. I was like, okay, I am going to go take a break. So luckily, because I put my boarding pass in the morning, I get on the flight from Atlanta to Charlotte. Well, Charlotte had a connecting flight. We landed at 9:10, but we drove the plane to get to our gate. But because Atlanta's they're so busy in Charlotte that we got delayed. Well, my connecting flight was at 9:45. We get off at E. I had to run to A. I had my running shoes, I got my backpack on, and I broke a land speed record. I get to the desk, literally puffing, just, am I okay? Oh, you got 10 minutes to spare. Go grab a bite. I go, thanks. So I go there, and I get on the plane to Buffalo. So we landed in Buffalo at midnight, and I'm gonna go over there, Sean. And I get there, 12 o'clock, trying to get my bag. Well, my bag looks like everybody else's bag. So tip, put something extra on your luggage. Put like a pink ribbon on your luggage, because everything looks the same. Didn't do that. I paid for that the second time I didn't do that. And then I get that, I take the shuttle bus, I go back to the hotel, I stay over the night, and then I drive to Toronto in the morning. So at 7:30 in the morning, I drive. But it was nice and bright. Guess what? I had a chance to count all those pylons again, the reverse way. I get to the border, the guy says, bonjour, comment ça va? Bonjour, ça va? I go, monsieur, vous et toi? Oh, you parlez français? No, pas français. And he started laughing. So I drive back, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make it back to the city by 10. Right. I get to Burlington, big car accident on Walker's Line. It's just moving very, very slowly. Finally get to the city, I get back, drop my luggage, I go to work, and I say, phew, now I know what they mean by it's all about the journey and not destination. I end up telling this story to a few friends, and one of my friends, He's very successful. He says, I think they paid me $100,000, I wouldn't do that trip. I said, are you serious? I am absolutely serious. They couldn't pay me to do that. I go, man, and you'll never know what the journey means, what the journey is all about. So the moral of the story is, we're all on a journey. Things are going to happen. We're going to, the planes, trains, automobiles, and hotels are all things that happen along the way. But I really took it as an opportunity to challenge myself and move forward. So again, planes, trains, and automobiles. Here's some pictures of the plane, Charlotte, and Segways in Charlotte. From Paul Blart movies. I don't know if you've seen that. They got that. Some apples at the hotel. This is Ruby Tuesdays. The steak that I had. This is a couple of pictures from the trade show I was at. And this is Jim and Nick's. So that was the Jim and Nick's barbecue. That would be crazy, see? Jim and Nick's. I tried to cover the Nick's. But it didn't really work. So it was actually really good food. So then that's me from the plane train in Atlanta. That's me at Phillips Seafood. That's the trip that I had. And there's a thumbs up. And this is me back arriving in Atlanta. And this was me just hitting Burlington, just before the delay. So I just want to share a few pictures. And thank you for listening to my talk. I hope you found it entertaining and interesting. Thank you.